New week, new game, and today we have Republic of Pirates. Republic of Pirates allows us to establish our little pirate kingdom in the middle of an unknown archipelago. The game is very similar to anno 1800 but set up in the 17th century, which was a golden age of piracy. So basically you just start to build your city here like it was in anno and fight with some other opponents, including pirates of our own, for the supremacy on the seas. I have played in total 4 hours through the main campaign and tutorial so far, and would like to give my quick first opinion about the game. Before you buy it, the game wants to be very similar to anno, but it's not on that level in my opinion. The user interface is much of a bad quality before some icons like setting up your settlement on a new island are not good looking and the overall graphics are not that great. I have no issues with the look of the islands, but the sea looks some everywhere you look. You can see it's texturized and ugly and I'm playing on the highest settings. The islands, they just look okay, some palm trees here, some rocks over there, nothing impressive. The ads on the loading screens are all nicely done however, but comparing with anno, there is still a big difference. Also, it's not possible to rotate the angle of the camera vertically, so you can't make a good screenshot of your pirate wire. That's a shame. You can't bind your ships to a hotkey in the RTS game. You can't even set that sailing route with your ship using the Shift RMB like in other RTS games. For him to go to the one point and then to another one. This is a huge minus. However, there is a tactic map which you can use by zooming out or clicking on a little icon and then you can teleport your view whatever locations on the archipelago. That is very useful. But lack of binding and routing needs to be fixed. Here comes interesting. Most of my playtime with the campaign I was building my base in the anno grid style, building roads, warehouses or the goods and doing quests. But if you're looking for anno resources management, you're in trouble, because all the resources are being gathered in one big cache. So no trade routes, planning for your islands, not there. And while I gathered resources for the quests, I did some occasional fighting. To build the ship you need a higher captain and you have a limit of captains which you cannot suppress. The captains each one have the different perks. They are better on some particular ships, can shoot one additional shoot and so. They also have their own level and damn it's rising quickly, so maybe some balancing needs to be done here. Also you can choose different perks for them when they level up, it's just those 3 little starting perks. Going somewhere turned into a nightmare. Some ships interfere with the movement of other ships while sailing with a huge convoy. In the middle of the fight, every ship has a special ability he can use, and if you have 5 ships you can control, you can spam these 5 abilities pew 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 and you win the fight. You have no options to change the type of the cannon for the ship, to shoot with the crabs, chopsticks and bombs. Also, no boarding at all in the pirate game. Boarding was very important. You can just go and sinking ships while you can capture them. They're so precious. Please consider adding into the game. You could make an option to get some crew from the free walkers from the island. Make some of the higher worker classes to be better fighters, adding fighting weapons like sabers, muskets and the whole production chain for them. Use your imagination. You'll be driving into the world where you'll build a resource-based economy, engage in a real-time naval combat, and navigate the treacherous waters of diplomacy with the rival powers. The far reaches of the Caribbean be colony, with the promise of the ultimate fortune and glory. But here's the rub. Let's analyze this. If you'll be expecting the depth of the complexity of the anno, you might find yourself in shallow waters. This be more of anno light, like a flag and a rock without a full kick. The basics of production chains are there, but the challenge of shipping resources to each island will be missing. And as far yet mighty fleet, but don't be getting your hopes up. The captains ends be stringly with their captains, so yeah, fleet won't be the terror of the seas you might be hoped for. That being said, there is still fun to be had, even if there is a more straightforward affair. The thrill of the high seas, the joy of the plundering, and the dream of the pirate's paradise be enough to keep a sea dog entertained. I like the OST in general. It's sometimes very similar to anno titles, but I have found some annoying issue as well, like music suddenly disappearing and another tune playing next. This was very weird. Also, the music while in the battle is way too loud comparing to the normal music. I don't know for what reason. The music while hiring captains in taverns also too loud and not seamless, usually disturbing the player. Not a bad game, but definitely has some issues. Just need some polish and love from developers, and will be a nice anno killer in the world of pirates. I want to give this a positive review because I really believe they will make a decent pirate game at the final, and let's hope so. 8 out of 10.